What is this? Why is this always happening to me? I feel like a bird of praise. What do you call it? Praise? Bird of... They're very majestic. Hey guys, so while editing I just realised that I didn't even film the intro. Like, I filmed it, but I don't know where it's gone. I must have not hit the record button, but then I remember cancelling it, so I can't have... you would have then seen me walking around, because I would have thought it... No, because I turned it off. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to film my intro again, even though I've done everything. So, for this video today, I'm going to take you on a tour of where the ferrets, like, sleep, like their cages, and then where they play. So, I'm going to show you their outdoor cage, which is like a two-tier rabbit hutch, where they spend their nights and kind of before I go get them for the day. So, I usually get them in the evening after college or work, or the afternoon. So, they'll spend the mornings in there. I'll show you their indoor cage, which is a big rat run. Well, okay, it's not a rat run, it's quite big, but it's for a rat, obviously. And they stay in that in the evenings, and just to transfer them between, when I'm like taking them upstairs to play, we'll bring them back down in here, just so they're close to us and it's less of a trip around. And yeah, we like them to just be around us in the evening. Sometimes when I'm watching TV at night, I'll haul them out the cage and I'll have a little cuddle with them, and then when they realise that they're awake and they're not in their cage and they can run around, I have to put them back because they start running around frantic. And we haven't ferret-proofed the whole house, and we have a cat, so we don't let them run around willy-nilly. So, yeah, so the two cages, I do have a run outside, I do show you, because now I've filmed it. It's not really a run, it's more of like a little, it's like a chicken wire in a circle, but they've learnt to get out of it, so you can't really take them out in it anymore. And then the two places I don't show you, but I do, well, I'll tell you about now, is the upstairs bathroom, because they like to play in the water and stuff, so we used to let them out in there. And the downstairs, like, lounge living room where they kind of just chill. Yeah. They tend to, Daisy tends to get into the couches when we're downstairs, like she can get into the couch, so that's a massive pain. So we usually have to like push on the couch so that there's a gap, and then I play my music, and I don't know why, but she doesn't like my music. As soon as I play it, she bites my phone and she steals it and she runs. I think it's because her ears are sensitive, so we play music and she comes running out. But we let them run around down there. You don't really need to ferret-proof. My room doesn't really need to be ferret-proofed so much, and the room downstairs, because they haven't really got any gaps that they can get into. They get into my dad's golf bag, and that's a pain in the ass because we have to take all of the clubs out and then coax them out of it, and it's, you know, if you've seen the golf bag, obviously it's deep. And they like to pull all my DVDs out of the rack. So it's a little bit of a pain, but they're learning. And then in my bedroom, again, we don't really ferret-proof. The only thing we do is I take my shoes off the floor because they'll pull the soles out. I put a wire, right, that I show you, across my, what do you call it, across my chest of drawers, because Daisy, even if they aren't open, she can get in and then out onto my chest of drawers on the top, and she like chews stuff. And so I have to block that off. Otherwise, I don't really worry about wires. I've never really seen them chew. They've never really been interested in the wires. Obviously, we still watch them, but there doesn't actually seem to be any other ferret-proofing we do in that room. So yeah, I hope you now enjoy the video. I hope you can hear me through it. I might end up doing a voiceover, but yeah, bye. Okay guys, I hope you can hear me. So this is my little ferret cage, or not so little. It is where my ferrets, you know, stay at night. And don't mind these, I just have these to keep the top parts of the cage closed, because, well, not closed, they obviously lock, but I keep them there to keep it extra secure, just, you know, so no one can get in at night. Oh, there they are. They can hear me. Just before I get them out, excuse my messy garden, but this was something we kind of had for the ferrets, that we used to take them out in the summer. It kind of got just ratty looking because they learnt to climb out, so we made this netting to put like over the top of it, but you know, they still get out, so we don't really take them out. They used to dig, so we have like little holes in our garden, but yeah, I'll explain more. Oh, we're gonna, so you'll see it's not so homey in there at the moment because they do run around on the wood, but that's because we want to get the the astroturf, not astroturf, yeah, like astroturf down in there, so they have a bit of grassy thing. So this is quite, let me adjust the camera. This is quite lonesome, this bit. It looks quite boring. Daisy! Hello, good morning. Good morning. And they have their little food bowl over there, and no matter how hard I try, they will always flip their food bowl and throw the stuff everywhere, so that's really hard to get clean. Hello, where's Bandit? I'll get you out in a minute. Not yet. Beep 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 beep. So the bottom of the cage, they literally have a blanket down there for them to have a run around room in, and that is their toilet in the back corner. They were litter trained, but we changed it to newspaper because it was just more convenient for us to change. That is their water, which is almost gone. I'll be filling that up when I bring them back to bed tonight, because once I take them out in the morning, they won't be back until late tonight. And then this is where they sleep. Oh, Bandit! As you can see, we got really happy-go-lucky and spoilt them with all of their blankies. This is my favourite blanket, and I gave it to them because I'm just so nice. Okay, Daisy, okay, wait. Here, you can go on top. Come on, sleepy. You a bit tired? Daisy! So, Bandit Scoot loves a bit of a cuddle in the morning. Where I take the ferrets out in the room, that is mud. I've just walked into the room, sorry Mom. These are some of the toys they play with. My uncle had ferrets and he made these for them. They're really cool. I really like them and they really like them. So they play in them and they, oh my goodness, they jump on my bed and they get in all my shoes and they get in everywhere. They get into these cupboards. You can see this cable here. I have to loop it all the way around the top like things, otherwise the ferrets can, or Daisy can climb in and she gets onto my chest of drawers. I usually put their toilet over there. You can see where it's stained green with all the stuff I've sprayed on it to keep the area clean. That's my onesie, and you know what, I have to pick it up because otherwise they climb up. And then their toilet, yeah, goes in that corner. So they have all of this run around room, and as soon as I put them down they go running. So yeah. Okay, so this is my indoor cage. Excuse the little bit of poo. Literally as I came down to film this, they decided to go to the toilet. Yeah, so when we got this cage, we got it, oh, where did my parents get this? I think my parents got this for us. I think they got it from Pets at Home, and this is like a giant rat cage. I will find out everything like prices and stuff at the end. Yeah, so it came with a water bottle and it came with this hammock. Like, they love this hammock so much. It took a while for them to get used to it, but they love it so much that my mum went and got them this one. And this one I think is also from Pets at Home. It's got a little hole in the top and then the inside's all fluffy. And then inside we have obviously a little poo corner for them up there so they don't have to sit with it. And then we have two big massive pillows and a blanket, and then obviously their food bowl. Their food gets chucked around so much, like downstairs. They just like to flip the bowl. We used to have one of the ones that came with it that was hooked on the side, but they just messed it up so bad. So yeah, that is where they sleep when they are indoors, and this is just in the corner of our living room, so nice and close to us. And while we are here, I might as well show you, oh, this, what? Okay, so while we are here, I'll show you this. This is sort of our kind of ferret, kind of cage boxy thing. We have ferrets because they stink and everybody else thinks they stink except me because I can't smell them. It smells nice. We have their ferritone, which I've told you about. It's like amazing. If I look back at videos of them with ferritone on, they look a lot better. I don't know what this is. Oh, flea spray for the household. Like, we have a problem with all of our cat and our ferrets have we think fleas at the moment, so we're just trying to figure out if it is fleas or if they're allergic to something. So that's a process that's ongoing. This is something we used to have in the bathroom. I have no idea what it is, but they love to play with it because it's got little holes and stuff. Daisy can get through these, but Bandit can't. And then we just have that is some food. We usually put their food in these. We have one downstairs and one upstairs. Because that just makes it easier, and then we can store the bag somewhere else so it's not taking up so much room. But I'm not organised, so yeah. So this is a toy, and this is the cat toy. I don't really know other cat toys in here, but yeah, and that was what we used to use for just like toilet paper in the corner. Yeah, so that's just our little box of mess, and then obviously when we don't have the actual bag of food here, we have it in that little red container. So that just sits next to the ferret cage. You know, if I can get it back. Look, Bandit. Bandit, you got a drop on your head. Hello, Daisy. So to basically sum it up, well, I let them run around in the bathroom upstairs, and sometimes, oh, I forgot, they love the water in the bath. Daisy not so much, but like she loves it for a little bit of time, but Bandit loves it, so I'll run the water and let him run around in it. So the bathroom upstairs I let them play in, my bedroom upstairs I let them play in, and the lounge downstairs. By the way, I live in a townhouse, so there's 3 like small floors, so that's like why I keep saying upstairs and downstairs. And then the little music lounge room downstairs. And then sometimes the garden in the summer, I let them run around in that thing, but we have to watch them. And then for cages, they have the outside cage, that's the rabbit run, and they have the indoor cage, which is where they kind of nap and just spend time with us. So I believe the rabbit run was £99 from Pets at Home. We wanted to get one online, but that was kind of cheaper, but we rushed it to get that so we could pick up the ferrets, because if you've seen my video before, it was all last minute. So that's the one we went with, and it's been really good. The indoor cage, I think, was about £60. I will leave a link in the description below to both of them, but I think that one was, yeah, I think it was still quite expensive. If you look at the comparison, it's quite dramatic, but it's for a different animal. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little cage tour, run around room tour for the ferrets. And if you have any more videos you want me to film, like update on any tricks they've learned, only one, then just ask and I will probably film them anyway. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed. Bye!